Oh, I just wanna take you anywhere.
A genre is a type of class which has different categories to define a theme. Within our film, we use different films to relate back to our film, and we got different ideas from films, as the films were Kidulthood, which is here, Adulthood, which is here, Harry Brown, which is here, and Ill Manners, which is here. And last but not least, Fish Tank, which is here. The conventions that we use to relate back to our film were we use it in a London city, which then relates back to teenagers, as most teenagers are ganged up in London city. We then use a subvert within our film of the mum going against the Janusha, which is our main teenage character. As we use this for the audience to think, oh, the mum wouldn't have done nothing back. But that's how I use subvert. We also use gang tags, which are like boys wearing hoodies or girls in a gang group, as these conventions then all related back to teenagers.
We could go out any day, any night. Baby, I'll take you there.
However, we then follow the protagonist around the London city. Here is our radio trailer, which is played now.
This year, two characters from two different worlds collide. Janusha is a young adult, bold, carefree and confrontational. Arietta is a woman in her mid-40s, meek, respectful and diligent. Both meet in inner-city London and there is an unexpected turn of events. Rated 4-star by readers of The Guardian and 5-star by the Sunday Times. City Productions proudly presents Desensitized, showing at Stratford Picture House, a must-see of 2013.
To make our radio trailer, we used GarageBand. Then we clicked on New Project, Voice, Create, and on the left-hand side we have Female Basics and Males Basics. As we use Female Basics to make our radio trailer, and we recorded. As you can hear now, we're recording. And then let me go back and play it. As you can hear now, we're recording. As we use Female Basics, but on the right-hand side, we have the other different effects, which are drums, podcasting, different other voices like deep, loud, and this is what we use to make our radio trailer. Our radio trailer is very engaging towards our target audience, as it'll be on the channel of BBC One Extra or Trace FM. As these two type of radios normally are a niche target audience, which are teenagers. That will be more likely for teenagers to watch, as teenagers would like to watch their audience. Our radio trailer also states how many stars our film is. Also states how many ratings the film is, and then describes what the two characters are, which are Janusha and the mum, which then both describe how the characters are and what is going to happen, and what newspaper it's in, what it's famous for, and how it's been brought up to be big. Also, here is our poster, which is here. Which is here. Within our poster, it talks about the ratings, what it's famous for, what age group is for people to watch. The reason why our audience would want to watch it, as mostly teenage films are mostly targeted towards teenagers, it's really engaging. So within our film, I reckon teenagers will mostly watch that type of film. Film is also starring 5-star as well. Audience will go watch it as mostly they are teenagers because most teenagers will want to watch a teenage film.
Baby, I'll take you there, yeah. Oh, tell me how to turn your love on.
How these both relate to our film, as there's pictures of Janusha and the mum, and what's it starring, where it is, who it's with. How they both also relate to our film is because of background, people are in it. First, we asked the audience what they think of our film. We mostly got back the shopkeeper wasn't really speaking loud, couldn't really hear anything, the sounding wasn't right, everything was all into not the right spot. They didn't really get the film. So we asked the audience again, and then the audience said, it sounds much better, we changed all the sound effects, we put the soundtrack into place, we added more scenes to make our scenes better. They also said that it's more engaging because as they are teenagers themselves, it really represents teenagers, which is a very good thing, as some films don't really represent teenagers and mostly stereotyped, which is a really good thing towards audience, as this is great because people watch our films. In our film, the main part of the film was our bus scene. As for our target audience, we made our target audience watch this part of the film, and they normally said that the camera shots wasn't really good, and the two main characters are fighting on the bus, one of the main characters are really swearing a lot, which wasn't really effective for our audience to watch, as this way it is. Go.
Do you mind your own fucking business? Is it your fucking problem when I fucking see you? I don't think I'm saying fucking none of your fucking business.
As you can see here, we had to refilm as it wasn't really effective for our target audience to watch, as there was a lot of swearing and the camera shots wasn't really good. As you can see, we used a mobile phone and we had to refilm it using a normal camera.
Anything that you want, baby, just shout it out, baby, just shout it out.
The media technology that we used for our film was a camera to first actually film our film and the location, and to actually film our whole film, and also to use our research when getting our audience feedback for what they think of everything all overall about our plan as well. We also use a tripod to keep it up straight, so if we film the film to look more professional, to not make it joggy or anything. We also used Final Cut Pro on the Macs. After we filmed our film, we uploaded it onto Final Cut Pro, we edited it, we bladed some bits where we cropped parts and then used them parts that we needed, parts that we didn't, which then made our film much better. We also used Photoshop to do our poster. And when we used Photoshop, we could use the crop sign, which was in the left-hand corner, to actually crop parts that we needed, or add a background in, or change colour, various things. We used GarageBand to do our radio trailer, where we recorded our radio trailer, uploaded it onto Final Cut Pro, and then added Janusha and her mum's voice to make it more effective to start everything in. Within our film, we used special effects for our title, as Deep Sensitized was very large and bold for the whole audience to see, and at the end we used who was starring in the film. Anyways, thank you very much for watching my evaluation. I really appreciate it.